Have you ever texted women and received no reply? It feels like your messages just disappear, right? Texting can be complicated. It's like navigating through a tricky path where one wrong step could spoil everything. But what if you could turn your texting into something that really catches their interest? Stick with me, and I'll guide you on how to better your texting approach. Think about it. Texting is a skill, and like any skill, it can be improved. You might be wondering, how can I make my texts more engaging? It's not just about what you say, but also how you say it. Imagine sending messages that make someone smile, think, or feel understood. That's the goal. I'm here to help you learn this. We'll explore ways to make your texts more appealing. You'll learn how to start a conversation, keep it going, and leave them eager to hear from you again. We'll cover how to show your personality through your texts, use humor appropriately, and ask questions that invite meaningful responses. By the end of this video, you won't just be sending messages, you'll be creating connections. Your texts won't just be words on a screen, they'll be conversations that spark interest and anticipation. Ready to dive in? Let's get started on transforming your texting game. Number 7. Understanding texting better. Let's talk about what's really happening when we text. It's important to remember that a lot of normal communication is missing in texts. You don't see facial expressions or hear voice tones. It's just words on a screen. For example, if someone says, "I am fine," face to face, you might hear a tone in their voice that says they're not really fine. But in a text, "I am fine" can mean anything from actually being okay to being really upset. So, what can you do about this? You need to be a bit inventive. Use emojis, those small colorful symbols, to show feelings. They can help add the missing emotions. For instance, an exclamation mark can make a simple yes sound really exciting. And using capital letters can make your message sound louder, like you're shouting instead of whispering. When you text, you're trying to create a picture with words because the other person can't see or hear you. If you don't add these extra details, your text might not convey what you really mean. Number 6. Keep texts short. Have you ever gotten a super long text in response to a simple message? Those really long texts that take forever to read and make you search for the main point? They're just too much. When texting, especially with women, sending a really long text isn't the best idea. A super long text can seem desperate, like you're trying too hard to impress by saying a lot. But you don't need to do that. It's better to be brief and to the point. Your texts should be short and interesting, making the person want to hear more from you. This is a better way to keep their attention. So remember, keep your texts short, sweet, and well-mannered. Number 5. Be wise in chatting. Think about those funny guys in school who were always cracking jokes, getting attention and laughs, especially from girls. Well, things are different now, especially in what women look for in men. Just being funny in texts doesn't really impress much if you're trying to show your best side. If you keep sending joke after joke, you might be missing what really matters. Women often prefer a man who is serious and responsible, but still fun. You need to find a good balance. If all your texts are just trying to be funny or cool, it might actually push her away. Texting is a chance to show that you're smart and thoughtful. You want to say things that catch her interest and make her think, "This guy really has something interesting to say." This doesn't mean you have to talk about very deep or serious topics. Just try to have conversations that are more meaningful. For instance, instead of just asking, "How was your day?" ask something like, "What was the best part of your day and why?" This shows you really care about her and her experiences, not just making conversation. Number 4. Use emojis wisely. You might know someone who uses a lot of emojis in their texts, like they're decorating a page. But imagine you're trying to make a joke in a text. Without a winking emoji, people might not get that you're being sarcastic. Or if you're really excited about something, a simple smiley emoji can help show that excitement without going overboard. For example, if you text "can't wait to see you" without an emoji, it sounds normal. But if you add a smiley, it feels more friendly and personal. It's like saying you're happy about it without actually writing that. However, in serious or professional conversations, using too many emojis might not be a good idea. Research shows that too many emojis can make you seem not very sincere, as if you're hiding behind the emojis instead of saying what you really mean. It's important to use emojis in a way that adds to what you're saying, not takes away from it. They should make your message clearer and show your true feelings, not make people doubt what you're saying. Number 3, respond quickly. Thinking about waiting a long time before replying to seem more interesting or cool. It's better to rethink that. Intentionally delaying your answer isn't cool. It actually comes off as uncaring. If you're really busy, that's understandable. Life gets in the way, and that's okay. However, if you're just waiting to reply because you think it'll make you seem more valuable, it can actually have the opposite effect. It might look like you're not interested or even rude. Answering quickly shows you respect the other person and their time. It tells them, "I'm paying attention to you and you're important to me." That's the kind of message you should aim to send. It's about being thoughtful, and that's a really good quality. So, when you get a text and can reply, just do it. Keep the chat going smoothly, like a conversation should be. Number 2, don't use texts to fix problems. Have you ever been stuck in a text argument, trying to solve a problem or clear up a misunderstanding? If so, you've probably seen a small problem grow into a huge argument through text. Texting is not the best way to solve conflicts. Why? Because texting misses a lot of important parts of communication, like voice tone and facial expressions. This makes it easy for people to misunderstand each other. Trying to sort out serious issues over text is like trying to stop a bomb with a hammer. It usually makes things worse. A smart person knows when to change the way they communicate. Some talks are better had over a phone call or in person, where you can hear each other's voices and see each other's faces. So, when things get tough, don't just keep texting. Call them, or even better, meet in person. That's a better way to find solutions and avoid making things worse. That's how you deal with problems in a smart and calm way. Number 1, text with purpose. Make sure every text you send has a good reason. It's not about just sending texts to fill up the screen. Whether you're planning a date, asking about her day, or just saying a quick, "Hi," your texts should have a clear purpose. Think of it like this. Texting without a goal is like shooting arrows without aiming. You won't achieve much. But if you have a clear target for your messages, they will be more impactful. It's the difference between a really exciting movie and a boring one. Women like conversations that are meaningful and go somewhere. They're more interested in deep talks, not just casual, "Hey, what's up?" messages that don't lead to anything interesting. So before you hit send, think, what do I want to achieve with this text? Keep your texts focused and meaningful. This way, you're not just chatting, you're really communicating. That's the key to texting well. If you have made it this far, comment below with the word 100% to confirm that you have received the knowledge from this video. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.